Yes, I already know that information. Good morning, my name's Paul Simos from Big Vision Life Coach. Yes, I already know that information. Yesterday I had an opportunity to catch up with a friend. I haven't seen her for quite a few years now, and we had a 90-minute coffee session. We sat down, we just went over what we've both been up to over the last few years, and one thing that came up was that my friend, she's telling me about some challenges that she's having at work. And during the conversation, we got much deeper into what was happening. And then I shared with her some techniques that we use in NLP that are very, very powerful for these types of situations. And as soon as I mentioned the techniques, she said, "Oh, yes, I already know about that. I already know that information." And then she wanted to continue on with the conversation. Those words are very, very dangerous in the fact that we shut ourselves down from learning new information. Yes, I already know that information. When we say that, we close ourselves off to stop receiving. Now, one thing I have learnt in my life is that with information, there's many different distinctions we can make in the exact same content. So for most of us, what do? We go do a weekend workshop, we do a certification, we do some form of training, possibly at work, you get offered some workshops that you can do. What do? We go to the workshop, we learn the content, and it can be very, very interesting content. We learn a lot, this is awesome, this is great, we're making notes. Then we leave the workshop. What happens generally after that? For most of us, we put the book away and that was very good, and we get back into life and other things occupy our attention. Now, that's one end of the spectrum. The other end of the spectrum is where the genius is. That's the person that learns some information. Then they go deep into that information. Then they read some more books about this same information. They go watch a few YouTube videos. They'll go do another training. They'll do another certification. They will continue to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into that same content. And when we do that, we start to make distinctions, small distinctions in that very same content. And it's in those small distinctions that we have the big awareness and we have the big shift in our life that create the results in our life. So for me, when I do my NLP, I focus on NLP, I focus on my coaching, I focus on my training. So all my energy goes into that, and I'm learning the same content over and over and over again. I might hear it from a different authority, have a different mentor, but I'm still learning the exact same content from a different person who possibly can share with me different distinctions and different ways to look at that same information. So then when I take that on board, I have my awareness and I say, that's interesting. I really like the way he described that. And then I'll also use that in my workshops. Even when I go to teach, like for next month, I'll be teaching the NLP Practitioner 1 workshop. When I teach that, when I teach any workshop, I too get my own awarenesses, I get my own haha moments. I surprise myself, I start talking and teaching, then all of a sudden, oh, that's how that works now, oh, that makes sense, and I get a much deeper understanding, then I really own it in my bones. And that's when you know the content. When we say, yes, I know that, well, the litmus test is, are you applying that in your life? Have you resolved the challenge that you've got by applying specific information? If not, you don't know it. If we want to be successful in our mind and have a lot of knowledge and thoughts, that's wonderful. Yet, if I want to be successful in the real world, if I want to resolve my challenges, my problems, or I want to build something in my life, I want to get a business, a relationship, I want to get awesome health, I have to take some physical action in the reality, in our world. And when I do that, when I start to take physical action and I make more distinctions in the health, in the career, in the relationships, whatever it is I'm studying, that's when we get the results. You know, geniuses, they really know their content well. Look at the business people of this age. We've got Warren Buffett, You can say Mark Zuckerberg, we have Bill Gates, we have many different business people, and you know, they're just like you and me, except they've gone very deep in their content. They've made a lot of different distinctions that make the big difference in their life. So my Mega Living message today is to act as if we don't know anything. If someone wants to say something, tell us something, and we think we already know, just be open. Okay, please tell me more. Wow, that's interesting. And start to absorb, because if they can just share one thing with us that I didn't know, or they've got a different perspective on it, that can make the big difference in my life, in the results that I get. That's my Mega Living message today. If you like the video, please click on the like button down below. Also, please share the video with your colleagues or friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that red subscribe button. Have an awesome day. See you next time. High five. Bye for now.